What other missions are there next to the normal missions? What can you do next to the normal missions?
So for us, the most important thing is basically the main storyline. Maffia is a quite linear game, but as you go from place to place on your in your main story, you go through the city and you can encounter a lot of characters, a lot of situations which you can interact with. So basically, this offers some additional experience, some additional gameplay for the player. Sometimes you just meet a guy and he wants some help, he wants something to do, so you may accept it, and you have a side mission, which means that you don't continue with what you have been doing, but you go with him or do something for him, and after you are done, you can continue. We are definitely not having this concept of sub-quests spread around the map, where you can like check the map and flashing icons and these things, because we think it's not, it doesn't support the livingness of the city, and it doesn't support the narrative of the game. So that's why we are trying to put everything inside in a way that you are like, you have your task, you go there, and by doing this, you just meet some people, meet some situations, and so on.
When you shoot enemies, will you see bullet holes in their bodies? For realism?
We have this technology implemented, but I'm not sure if we will have it, because obviously in some countries there are some age rating issues, and basically this kind of details doesn't add much to the experience. So,
no, it's a bit more realistic.
well, we are not too funky about level of destructions of human corpses in the game.
Yeah.
There are some other things to worry about. So.
Yeah. Okay. How long is the main story mode?
The expected length of the game is like 15-20 hours. Depends how you play it. If you will know the game, you will be probably able to play it much faster. But normal players should be able to play it like this.
Is it a difficult game? Are there missions that are really challenging?
This is the way. This is the thing. I think this Maffia genre, this topic of the game, the whole story thing inside, it's really a great opportunity for us to offer this for people who are not so much familiar with games, because it steps out from the typical gaming concept of other games, and it adds a bit more experience that what the people are used to from other media. So it's an important challenge for us to offer also gameplay for the people who doesn't know how to play games. So on an easy mode, they should be able to like finish all the gameplay parts without significant problems. But also we need to be we need to support our hardcore fans, which are the fans of the original Maffia, and that's why we have these other difficulties, and our mechanics, they have, I would say, some layers of depth, which these hardcore players will be happy with, I guess.
Yes. How interactive is the game world? Meaning, how can you climb over fences, walls, things like that?
Well, I would say it's as interactive as you would expect Maffia Live to be. So,
Yeah.
if you are being chased by police, you should be able to like, jump over a fence.
Yeah, because I missed that in another game called Godfather. You just get chased by a cop and you can't even jump over a wall. That's crazy.
No, you can climb over fences. If there is a barbed wire, or if there's like 6 stories building, you probably won't be able to climb over it as some other games are doing. But no, swimming is not part of the Maffia experience, so we didn't bother to implement it.
What kind of missions are there in the story mode?
Well, we have, I would say, all kind of missions that you can imagine in a Maffia story. So we have missions where you have to kill somebody, then have to do some damage to some objects which are property of somebody else, threatening some guys, beating them up, basically all you can imagine.
Yeah.
And also we are trying to be really to put a lot of variety into it, so the player doesn't feel that he's repeating stuff. it's very important for us. So, as I said, the motivation of the players should be always high to play the game and continue.
Yeah. Okay. How destructive is the game mode?
Well, I would say it's very destructive, and especially the interiors of the locations, you can shoot them out into pieces. It's basically the shooting element of the game. It's one of the most important gameplay mechanics we have, because guns is coming together with the crime, with the Maffia theme. So we put a lot of effort to make the shooting part of the game good. So, and one of the things is destruction. So you can be covered behind some objects, and if there is shooting going on, the object may fall apart. Sometimes during shootouts, the whole interiors will collapse and be destroyed. And I think it adds to the whole visual realism that we are trying to achieve with the game. That players are expecting this kind of behavior of objects in the world.
Yeah. Okay. What other vehicles will there be next to the cars?
Pardon?
Vehicles? Other vehicles?
Vehicles. Well, we are supporting only cars, which means we have normal cars, sports cars, trucks. These things. They are also in 50s. There some guys used to modify the cars into some racing things, but we have like more than 50 of them, and we are pretty happy with what we have. We don't need to add.
Will there be a day-night system?
The way how we handle weather and time changing is really in a way that we are supporting the story with it. So we have day and night, but not in a way that it will flow in without connection of the story. It's done in a way that it really supports what's going on. So it's tied to the main mission, to the main storyline. So basically, you wake up, it's morning, and you are given a task to meet with some Maffia guys in a pub for lunch. So you can do whatever you want, but it will be morning. But once you arrive to this pub, it will be midday. You have a lunch with them, and you are told to do something in the evening. So you can do whatever you like. You can spend as much time as you can in the city. And once you will join the mission, it will turn dark and it will be night. The weather and the times of the day, it's really important for us to color the atmosphere of the experience of what the player is doing. So we can't let it run randomly. It's really important for us to have full control over it. So that's why.
Will there be a demo?
Yeah, I think there will be something, but I can't confirm it now because it's more marketing PR decision, and I'm just worried about the game.
Is there a release date known or confirmed release?
It's early 2010.
Okay, that's definitely gonna happen. So it's like January.
Well, the thing is that the game is finished, but it's a really huge game, and we need to make sure that all the pieces are put well together, that the game has its balance, that it has its pace. So it's also trying to we are going to make sure that the game will be finished when we are releasing it.
Will there be a collector edition? All kinds of
I think there isn't one planned, but again, it's a PR marketing question which you should confirm with the people who are responsible for these things.
That's yeah. What about physics? Ragdoll physics? You shoot a guy will
Yeah, sure. That's nowadays it's like common in games, so we have it as well. We have basically we have all the things which you know from other games, but what we are bringing is the whole experience of the city, which is connected together with all the locations, and you have the seamless walk through them without any loading, any pauses, any interruptions. So the immersion is really there.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So bye.
Yeah. Right.